Good morning, everyone. Ever wondered how much it really costs to train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as an adult with a family? It's more than just gym fees. Today I'm going to break down the financial costs, the physical toll, and the time commitment, all from a personal perspective as a beginner white belt who's been training about a year now. First, let's begin with the more obvious financial burden that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu puts on your budget at the end of the day. First is the more obvious gym fees. Depending on where you are in the world, it can cost you anywhere between 70 and 300 quid, I suppose, a month, depending on where you are. In Ireland, I'm paying 70 quid a month at the minute, or 75, one or the other. But it's a nice bit for me to be paying a month as a family man with 2 kids. But anyway, yeah, it's a huge chunk of change, to be honest, especially if you're struggling financially. But yeah, here in Ireland, like I said, I'm paying 70 or 75, but you'd be looking between roughly 70 and 150 roughly a month, depending on where you are in the country itself. Yeah, it's not not small change by any stretch of the imagination, but I suppose gyms nowadays, regular gyms, weightlifting gyms, nearly everything nowadays, that's what you'd be paying, I suppose. At least 50 quid a month regardless. But yeah, sure, we're paying for the instructors and everything else, and we're paying for their time and their equipment, and if they have any specialized stuff there, saunas or anything like that, so it's kind of understandable. Second financial cost is going to be your gear, your gis, your rash guards, your shorts, your gear bags, your mouth guards, your belts, your tape for your fingers or your toes if they're all jacked up like mine. And then you have your braces or your straps, like myself with the anaconda. But yeah, you're looking at, for a decent gi, you're looking at 70 to 200 euro. Anything from 25 to 100 euro for a rash guard and shorts. Yeah, well, you're looking at 10 to 50 for shorts. And then 10 to 50 again for your bits and pieces like your mouth guards and stuff like that. Now, if you're looking for specialist stuff like an anaconda, anything from anaconda, they have arm braces, or sorry, elbow braces, wrist braces, knee braces, ankle bracelets, bracers. But yeah, you're looking at least 35, 45 euro and up for the specialist gear to keep you ticking over on the mat if needs be. Anything else you can get on the likes of Amazon or any of your sports shops or something like that if you need just a regular elbow brace or knee brace or stuff like that. But yeah, once you start looking into specialist stuff, you're going to be spending more. Next, if you're planning on competing, you're looking at anything from 60 to 150 euro per event, and that includes your event entry fee, your travel, your accommodation. You're probably looking at the higher end of the 150, possibly pushing to 200, depending if you're staying in the area, if you have to travel and stay overnight or stuff like that. Lastly, if you're interested in instructionals or private lessons, you're looking at between 50 and 200 euro, depending on what you're looking for, really. And then if you're looking at seminars, Jesus, God knows, you could be looking at between 50 to 400 euro, depending on who the seminar is or where you are in the world. So that's basically the financial side of things. Money is only half the battle, really, though. We're going to go into the physical costs and the mental costs now in the next part of this video. First thing to consider is your time commitment that's needed to train the art to get good or to get semi-decent, really. Like, I train twice a week or 3 times at a push with my family life and work life. I used to be very, very busy during the week. My daughter even trains as well. She trains twice a week as well, Monday and Wednesday. So I'd be on the road 3, 4 times a week, going to and from the gym. I'd be looking at it with a total of about an hour and a half travel time to and from the gym, and between 1 and 2 hours per session. So it's a good chunk of time to be investing in, well, be investing in the art, but it's all worth it at the end of the day for your skill up and stuff like that. living a bit closer, it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hit that hard. This guy's living 5 minutes away from my gym. It doesn't really affect them that much, but it really affects me. Yeah, for me, I'm looking at 12 hours at least a week to commit to training, which for a guy with two young kids isn't. It's a tall ask, especially when your wife is injured and stuff like that, and recovering from surgeries and having to have more surgery. It's a major toll on your time commitment. It's a major toll on your weekly time commitment. Like 12 hours mightn't sound like much to some people, but with family and work and other bits and pieces and other life commitments, it is a huge chunk of my time. It is a huge chunk of my week. Yeah, and 12 hours has been very conservative. Well, the fact that I'm planning to compete, and I probably end up staying an extra half an hour to an hour per classes as well, just to prepare. So 12 hours is very conservative, especially if you go to open mats as well. You're, Jesus, 2-3 hours on an open mat, and that's just drilling and rolling and just chatting and trying to strategize and stuff like that. Lastly, the physical toll it takes on your body. It can hit your body pretty hard, to be honest. From all the injuries you're going to end up getting along the way, the recovery time you'll need if you get a really bad injury, and possibly some adjustments that might have to be made to your own game when you return from your injury, return back onto the mats. Yeah, it takes a massive toll on your body over time. But let's be honest, everything nowadays takes a toll on you. If you're going to the gym, if you're doing nothing, if you're sitting on the bloody couch on your backside most of the day, it's gonna have a major toll on your back. So there's no real, you might as well just go out and do something. You know, at the end of the day, I prefer to crawl across the finish line than walk and have regrets and stuff like that. But you need to really expect injuries. You need to expect niggles, everything, when you're training this. If you're anything like myself, a 36-year-old out of shape grappler when I started, but I'm a lot better now. I'm a lot stronger. I've had plenty of injuries, plenty of niggles. I've kept the doctors and the physios entertained for the last while, at least. Kept them paid as well. You'll probably end up training slightly injured most of the time as well. You'll have some little tweak. Your back mightn't be right, your neck mightn't be right. If you're like myself, you could have tendonitis. That'll be flaring up the whole time. You have to adjust everything there as well. I'll have videos out about my standing game, difference between standing and pulling guard and all that sort of stuff as well. So that is massively to do with this fucking elbow. But I'm trying to do stretches and all that with that now to try and take care of that. So hopefully it won't force me hand in that respect. But I have to play both sides now. But yeah, you'll probably end up injured most of the time, slightly injured. When you get deep enough into the art, injuries just tend to come with the territory, unfortunately. But if you can stomach all the downsides, guys and girls, the benefits you're going to get from this art far outweigh these cons. I'll have another video about the benefits now this week as well, so you can check that out. I'll link that in when I have this up. When I have the benefits video up, I'll link it into the description. And if you're thinking about giving this art a go, guys, you won't be disappointed. I promise you that. It has so many benefits, it's unreal. So if you can stomach the cost and the financial cost and the physical toll it's going to take on your body, you should definitely give it some serious consideration. Yeah, so that's been this video, everyone. I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there for this video. If you got anything useful from this, guys, hit the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment if you like to interact with the channel. It would be massively appreciated to help the channel grow. I upload at least twice a week. I try to upload twice a week anyway, sometimes 3 times if I can. So if anyone's interested in following this old grappler's journey, or just looking for some tips and tricks or stuff like that, obviously I'm only a white belt, so I can only give you from my experience. This has been the Patchwork Grappler, guys and girls. Safe rolling out there. Best of luck. Take care. Bye bye.